All right, we might be live. Let me check my signal here to see if that's coming through or not. And then we will do some quick social media postings, and we're going to work on Strixhaven Bastion for 2024 D&D. So hold on real quick. I'm rolling up my sleeves here. And let's listen in to see if my signal is coming through clearly or not. Mic check, mic check. My signal's coming through clearly or not?
Yeah, that sounds really clear. So let me drop that volume down to inoffensive level and hit the
Clickety click, grab that link. I'm just going to do some fast social media posting here, and then we'll get to work. So, for those that aren't familiar with the channel, my name is Phil Kearney. Hey, what's up? I create role-playing games. I illustrate them and I publish them online, and I have been creating content for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition on the DMsGuild since 2018. I've been a DM since 1987. I've been a freelance illustrator since 1999, and I've been creating content on DMsGuild since 2018. I started with the color mana system to convert the D&D Vancian spellcasting into the color mana system that's famous from Magic the Gathering. And since Wizards of the Coast owns both of those IPs, they've been creating campaign settings. They started with Ravnica, and then they came out with Odysseys of Theros, and then they launched Strixhaven, Curriculum of Chaos. And across those three books, it became pretty evident that they were just going to leave the MTG settings in the Vancian 8 Schools of Magic setting, or a magic paradigm, so that the color magic system that makes all of those settings so deeply flavorful was left out and replaced with the D&D game system. So I don't blame them for doing that, but it was a really big disappointment to a lot of folks, that especially folks like me that love both D&D and MTG, and we're looking forward to seeing the person that owns both of those IPs having an opinion about how those things should mix. And when the mix was just make it D&D and change the flavor of the campaign, that was kind of disappointing. So that's what got me creating the color mana system. It's published on the DMsGuild already. It's linked down below. Hold on, I'm done with my social media posting. And hey guys, how you guys doing? Let's see. Let me fix my screen here real quick. And so if you think this stuff is cool, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications when we're live in the future. And here's all the books for the MTG stuff that I've converted, replacing Vancian spell slots in the 8 Schools of Magic with the color magic paradigm and the color mana system to be able to cast red spells with red mana, etc. A bunch of other books that I've created. You guys can check them all out. The playtest documents that we're using today is primarily here we're working out of the mana, the color mana and martial powers playtest document. If you click on it, it's read only, but you can read the whole thing. This is a very rough draft. We're going to hire an editor to do all the cleanup on this, and then we'll do page layouts, and then we'll do artwork for it like we do in the morning stream for the Eberron book. And so this is just a very rough draft of it. It's not the actual, this isn't the actual product. There's a lot of stuff in here that probably won't be in those books, just because I'm being like Eldritch Knight, for example, I have there. I can't publish the Eldritch Knight. It's an idea that we can play with, but it's not mine to publish. It's just fan content. It's like a lot of this stuff I can't actually publish, but I'm being thorough in this document to look at stuff, and then we'll pick out what we need for the actual documents when we publish them, and then parse them together, and then we'll update them, edit them, revise them for 2024 rules, and we'll publish them. So, but having said that, let's drop down to the backgrounds, getting past. Because if you were here with us the last 4 sessions that we've streamed, and you can catch those on my live stream feed on the live channel of my YouTube, we've been going through and updating the Ravnica renown for the guilds, along with making a similar system for Strixhaven. Because both Ravnica and Theros have the same point system. One's renown with your guild in Ravnica, and the other is piety with gods in Theros. But Strixhaven didn't have that. So being consistent with the other two Magic the Gathering settings, we've built out a college credit system that reflects the growth rate of renown and piety in those other campaigns. So I'm just scrolling down to where that information is here, so you guys can tag along. This is the Ravnica Guild backgrounds on page 229, and then Strixhaven College backgrounds. Here we go. This will be on page 234 of the playtest document. And today we're leaning into, so we already built out the bonus spells and powers that you get if you're a martial character using the martial power system that we've developed for the color mana system. The marshals get bonus powers for being part of a particular college, and the spellcasters get a list of spells that progress as part of the college. And if you're a hybrid like the ranger, paladin, artificer, warlock, you can pick either one. And then we have the benefits that you get for hitting different ranks of credit. 3 credit is first rank, 15 credit is second rank at 5th level, 27 credit is third rank at 9th level, 39 credits is 4th rank at 13th level, and 51 or more credits is 5th rank at 17th level and above. And so the way that Strixhaven was originally built was you get the Find Familiar spell that you could use to summon a mascot for the college that you're a part of, like a golem construct for Lorehold. Silverquill has an ink like an animated ink splash. Quandrix has a fractal. Witherbloom famously has a pest, which was a big theme in the Strixhaven card set, with having pests that you could sacrifice for mana or hit points or boost effects. So you had a college mascot at 1st level, and then at 5th level we have advanced. At 5th level you can use the familiar to teleport to that familiar and then swap places with it. And you can issue commands to it to make attacks and stuff like that. It's listed in the Guildmaster. It's listed in the Curriculum Chaos book what you can do with it as the advanced familiar features. But also in the DMG 2024 is the Bastion campaign, or the idea of having a Bastion. And then we've developed from that the Bastion campaign, which is also linked here, which we're going to be utilizing today. And again, this is another read-only document for you guys right now that we're going to be going into, where we rebuilt the Bastion system into a skill test system for you to be able to achieve goals and like create items, build trade routes, have diplomacy and political machinations and geopolitical stuff with other nations and guilds and bastions that you encounter in your campaign world. So taking that framework, as you invest more gold into your bastion, it expands in size and gains power. Each rank gives you a proficiency die. Like, I like using proficiency die a lot, right? So a 1st rank guild, like when you have, like, say you tell your bastion, which has a blacksmith in it, hey, build me some armor. The blacksmith is like, okay, great. And maybe the DC to make the armor that you want is a DC 15. You'd roll a D20. You'd add the rank of the blacksmith shop that you have in your bastion, and whatever rank your bastion is at, you would add the die size for the rank of the bastion. So like you could have like a 3rd rank bastion with a 2nd rank blacksmith shop in it. So you'd get a D20 plus 2 plus D8 because you're a 3rd rank bastion. So you would roll a D20 plus a D8 plus 2, and if you got 15 or better, your smithy will be able to create that armor within whatever time frame it is that you'd be able to build it at, typically within a week. If you fail the die roll, you're missing something, or something has gone awry that prevents that armor from being created, which you can then relegate to your bastion NPCs, fix that problem, and it eats up some of the tasks that they could be performing for you. But now you have to instead divert their resources to solve whatever problem it was that prevented the armor from being built. Or alternatively, you can use that as an opportunity to create an adventure hook, like all the metal. When it heats up, it melts into slag. The metal is cursed somehow, for instance, as just a random idea. And so now the adventure becomes, why is the metal that we've procured for our blacksmith, why is it cursed and what's causing that. And maybe that leads you to some green hag or something that has a hate on the mining community where you're getting all your ore from. And so it becomes an opportunity. It's like, hey, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but all the metal that's coming out of your smithy is cursed. And they're like, and then when you show up and ask them that, it's like, it turns out like half the people are dead or something. It's like, oh God, you guys have a Fey problem. Let's work on that together. And when you do, maybe that will result in you having advantageous bargaining with that community now, and maybe they give you more resources than you would normally get, or you have an advantage on trading with them to get access to more material, or you get some sort of advantage for helping them, for taking that on as an adventure to advance your cause. And a lot of this book is about how to structure those ideas, how to lay out the complications, and how to build adventures out of them. And so each of the facilities that are inside your bastion, in the DMG, they've got facilities that give you stuff to do. With this, we take it a lot further and build and use each of those facilities as opportunities to create adventures. So in Strixhaven, hold on, let me break all this up so I've got separate windows so I can bounce between stuff. Here, and then we've got our bastion facilities here. And then we've got the actual martial powers playtest here. Let's actually take the bastions. Let's shrink that in. Bastion facilities here. There we go. So we got the facilities page. We got the bastions page. We've got the martial powers page and color mana system where we are building the Strixhaven backgrounds, and we should be good to go. And we got our timer going. I'm going to take a sip of coffee just to set my clock. All right. So the way that we're building out this college credit system in Strixhaven, in the actual book, you've got your bonus spells that you get, right? And we've expanded that with both the martial power system, for marshals get something every other level. And instead of getting 2 spells at first, 2 spells at third, 2 spells at fifth, 2 spells at seventh, and 2 spells at ninth, if you're a full caster, instead we're giving you 1 spell at first, third, fifth, seventh, ninth, 11th, 13th, 15th, 17th level. So you get a spell that's related to your particular college from level 1 to 9 as a full caster. And you get 2 first level spells, 2 first level powers, 2 second level powers, 2 third level powers, etc. Because the martial power system works on a half casting. So you get 2 first at 1 and 3, and then at 5th, when you get access to second rank powers, you get 1, and then another at 7th, etc. down the line. And then you have the benefits, and as listed in the Strixhaven Curriculum of Chaos book, it has the Find Familiar thing that you get at first level, and then you get the Advanced Familiar at 5th, and then with the DMG in 2024, that's when you get access to the Bastion. So here's the tie-in. Here's where it actually ties in. The way that it works is that you've gotten enough college credits at Strixhaven that you are now able to utilize college facilities to perform research, do experiments, develop new techniques, whatever it is that you want to do. It utilizes the Bastion system. So basically you've advanced enough as a student that they're going to give you space in your chosen college to do your student shit. So the idea is to take all of the facilities that you can add to your Bastion as you build on it in your campaign. Each of the 5 colleges, each will have different facilities that will probably make sense that go with that college. There's a bunch of facilities that we've built out, and they all have ranks from 1 to 5. So we're going to be looking to see, like for example, Silver Quill, for example. It would make a lot of sense for Silver Quill to have a scriptorum, because Silver Quill is all about writing and oratory stuff, right? So adding that, so we have these breaking points, right? At 5th level, our second tier of college devotion, I guess, for lack of a better word right now, for our degree that we're attending here. At 5th level, we are allowed to use facilities, and they give you 1 facility for free. And then if you continue, you can invest more points in it because it is your bastion on their college campus. They're going to give you, like, here's your bastion. It starts with this type of facility, like Silver Quill with, like, you can have a scriptorum or a theater, for instance. And every time that you go in, like, those would be your default assumptions that you're going to start with those, but you can keep adding more onto it if you want. Like, if you want a barracks, you can add a barracks onto your scriptorum. If you want an archive, you can add an archive to your scriptorum. And then when you get to 9th level with 27 college credits, we can advance to a higher degree and get more facilities installed into our college facilities. And then at 39, at 13th level, we hit our 4th tier of rank of college, and then we can graduate into becoming faculty, like a student TA, like a teacher's assistant and stuff like that. And then at 17th level with 51 credits, we can actually become part of the collegiate council. So faculty takes, I don't have this laid out here, so I should define these things. The way that faculty would work would be, let's see, the graduate thesis I'm not positive on, but faculty, you gain additional resources to invest in your facilities and can receive quests from the dean of your college. And then the college council is you gain additional resources. That's kind of redundant, right? To invest in your facilities and can receive quests from the dragon founder of your college. Gaining status alongside the dean and other leaders of your college. Something like that. That's really rough bullshit text. But this becomes a plot source. And now like at that level, you've ascended to the point where like Silver Quill, the dragon Silver Quill, now knows you by name and trusts you to advance the student learnings alongside the dean and the other members that are on the trusted collegiate council for Silver Quill. Before that, you're on faculty, so now the dean looks at you as a go-to. Maybe you'll gain the attention of the Silver Quill dragon itself. Then you have graduate thesis would be I don't know where this would be at, but you gain additional resources. It sounds pretty boring, but you don't get anything after level 5, technically, in Strixhaven as it is, other than some bonus spells. So everything that we're giving you at this point is beyond what Strixhaven had listed, but parallels what you would get in the Ravnica renown system or the piety system in Odysseys of Theros. We're just bringing Strixhaven like up to speed, and we're using the Bastion system to lean into it. So like when you gain, so if we look at the Bastion system here, let's see. We acquire facilities by spending points. As you saw, there was a shitload of facilities, and each facility costs 1 point to acquire. But there's 5 ranks worth that. There's 5 ranks of progress that every facility can take. So, like, if I have 2 facilities and I want to push them up to 5th rank, it's going to cost me 10 points to do that. With like 34 different facilities, if I want all of them, that means I need to have 77 total points to be able to invest in all of the facilities. Probably 175. I don't know exactly what the number would be. Math is failing me at the moment. What, 340, 150, 170? Yeah, it'd be 170 points total, which is way beyond what you actually just need to get to 5th rank. So for the first 10 points, your first rank. The second 10 points is 2nd rank. The third 20 plus points is 3rd rank. 30 plus points is 4th rank. 40 plus points is 4th rank. And the effective gold value of each points at these higher ranks keeps ratcheting up. It's easy for you to make a little hole-in-the-wall coffee shop, maybe a couple hundred goals, and you get a barista up and running. But if you want to build it out to be like Starbucks, you're looking at like a worldwide global corporation that's going to have, like, at this tier, all the points that you're putting in are worth millions of gold of effective value. So it ratchets up in scale as you go. So the idea for the college credits here is, as you're gaining college credits, once you get to this point of getting a collegiate facility, every time you gain additional college credits, it gets plugged into how many points you have in your bastion. So you're just naturally gaining levels, you're ascending and gaining more college credits that get put into your college facilities, because as you become more powerful as a character and develop more things and field test all of this stuff in adventures and prove their merit, they give you more and more resources to develop more spells and develop more powers as a martial character to go out and push the, kind of like in the Fable like the Fable video game, the college there was to make heroes, epic characters. How you use that power is your own story. They're just interested in creating high-level characters that can move the needle of reality in one direction or another, however we all decide that's supposed to be. But for us to do that, we need heroes. And the Strixhaven College is built to teach creatures, people, NPCs, characters, how to develop their mana so that they can wield more and more magical power, whether it's through spell casting and arcane rituals, or just by raw aggression and maneuverability and cunning on the battlefield as a martial character. However you want to play it, whatever your description is, or like as a warlock, making pacts with new creatures that you can pull in as a resource to help expand the power of your school. You can work it that way. Like there's endless types of narratives, but the general idea is that we're investing bastion points into you to give you more and more backing, because you're making things happen and you're advancing our school, because you're Harry Potter, right? You're Hermione. You're the heroes of a fucking story. So naturally, they're just you're the heroes. Naturally, they pour resources into you. If it was somebody else that they were pouring the resources into, then you'd be playing that character instead, because you are the player, you are the focus, and your college recognizes, like Silver Quill recognizes, you're making things happen. We're going to dump as much as we can into you to see how far you can take it. Keep going. We believe in you. And that's where these points are coming from. So as you hit these different break points, that makes, let's go with, let's go to the right page and go back up here. Instead of graduate thesis, we'll just call it graduate. You gain additional resources to invest in your facilities and can receive quests from faculty members. There you go. So until you hit graduate status, you're just another guy that's running around. Once you hit 5th level, they're like, yeah, it looks like you're starting to do some stuff. We're going to give you some resources. Go for it. And once you get to 9th level, it's like Dumbledore's like, Harry, I have an important thing for you to do. We have to find the Horcrux. That's like a 13th level Harry Potter, right? And him transitioning into like the guard, whatever that was, to fight off the Death Eaters. That's like transitioning from 13th to 17th level. If you're playing Harry Potter as a 20 level campaign where you started off not even knowing that you're a wizard, Harry, and eventually leading the world against the ultimate evil in your campaign and defeating them one-on-one in battle, that's the epic hero quest that takes you from level 1 to 20. So, and we're representing that here by having the teachers of Strixhaven pour more and more resources into your character through the bastion mechanics. That's the idea. So these are just basically benchmarks, but they're also like, once you get to this point, if like we're going to give you this facility, or we're going to install or improve this facility for you for free. So you're going to get bonus facilities once you hit these different benchmarks. But as you go, you're going to keep getting more points pumped into your bastion, your college facilities, so they can become more and more useful for you to achieve whatever goals it is that you have in the Strixhaven campaign. Hopefully that makes sense. So that's the idea, and again, it's using. I like to make the tools I like to make, like the Bashing campaign is a separate supplement. The Martial Powers book is a separate supplement. The Color Mana Core Mechanics is a separate supplement, but they all work together. So like if you're using all these things together, your martial character can get into Strixhaven to learn how to use mana with like a Mage Tower scholarship. Like we're hiring you, a barbarian, like you, Gruul Barbarian. You throw real good. Have you ever thought about going to Strixhaven? He's like, what's that? He's like, it's a college where you get to throw things real good. He's like, okay. And then he goes to Strixhaven, and as a barbarian, he starts advancing his green-red energy while he's working on this Mage Tower team and helping Prismari win the championship this year or whatever. So ideas like that. So however you want to build that, but you can use the Bastion system to advance this collegiate facilities. You can use the martial power system to give martial characters a reason to be at Strixhaven in the first place. And then you wrap it all inside the Color Mana system, because Strixhaven is a Magic the Gathering setting that's built around the 5 colors. Lorehold is white-red. Prismari is red-blue. Quandrix is blue-green. Witherbloom is green-black. Silverquill is black-white, which wraps back around to Lorehold being white and red. So you have all 5 colors, and you only have 5 schools with pairings, but each of them is borrowing 2 colors. So when you have like a Lorehold character, you're devoting yourself to advancing white and red mana as part of your repertoire of how you utilize mana, because you learn through Lorehold. That's the idea. So Lorehold is going to have different facilities naturally, like is going to naturally lean into different types of facilities than Silverquill would or Prismari would. So now that we've loosely defined what these different tiers of benefits are for the characters, we can then dip down here and build out a list of what facilities would be appropriate for Lorehold. And with any luck, we'll be able to find 1 or 2 facilities. So anywhere from 5 to 10 facilities that will naturally align with Lorehold that we can feed in, starting at level 5 through level 17. So that's our current endeavor. And so we're going to then go to the Bastion system here and basically look at our list of facilities, checking in on what facility it is, what minimum rank you need to have as a Bastion to be able to support that facility. Like you can have an arcane study at first rank, but for you to have, say, a laboratory, you have to be 3rd rank. But you can have like a guild hall at 2nd rank, you can have a library at 1st rank, but you can't have an observatory until 3rd rank, or a planar bridge that'll take you to another reality until 5th rank. These are just things that exist inside your college facilities. So that's the idea. Let's contemplate Lorehold. I'm just going to basically, I think the best way for me to approach this off the cuff right now is just to create a little bit of space here, and let's look at Bastion facilities, and let's just cherry pick some shit, huh? So let's see, Lorehold. Let's refamiliarize ourselves with what Lorehold does. So sources. Let's go to Strixhaven Curriculum of Chaos. View all our sources down here. We'll scroll down to Strixhaven, and we'll peel open Lorehold to see how it describes Lorehold. Lorehold is the College of Archaeomancy, a term that describes the exploration of ancient things through magic. Its mages explore the past by poring over archaeological sites, calling forth magical energies from old tomes, and summoning the spirit of long-dead historic figures. Lorehold mages travel far and wide across the world, gathering relics of bygone ages and learning dead languages to unpack the secrets of history. A lot of cool flavor there. So let's see. What's okay? So talking with the dead, that kind of like leans in towards a crypt. So we could. Let's pluck this and push it up there. So looking at crypt, which is third. And let's see. I think an archive makes perfect sense for Lorehold as well, which we could get right off the bat. Archive, crypt. We're going for the low-hanging fruit first. Let's see. Observatory. Maybe an observatory. That might make sense. Maybe not. A reliquary. I think that makes sense. Let's see. Sanctum, smithy, stable, storehouse, teleportation circle, training area, trophy room makes sense. Workshop, training area, theater, storehouse, stable, smithy. How many we got? So this would be like 5th level, and then 9th level, the crypt could come in. We could have a trophy room at, like, this could be 5th level, trophy room at 9th level, crypt at 13th level, and then reliquary at 17th level. We could layer them in like that. Is there anything else that just jumps out at us as being appropriate for Lorehold? I like the observatory for Quandrix. I mean, a library. I guess a library just makes sense. Sure. Library. I mean, arcane study. All of them should probably have an arcane study as well as a training hall. Training area, right? Training area is for martial characters, and the arcane study is, well, technically an arcane study is for wizard type characters, but arcane study. Let's see, library, meditation chamber, menagerie. I guess we have the fundamentals, like the base things. Training area comes in at 2, so base base common. Common 5th is going to be 1 arcane study, 2 training area. Let's see. So we should probably start off with like basics and then advanced. So that seems like a good idea. Let's see what else. Sanctuary is for druid types. Lorehold isn't really big into druid types though. So arcane study, training area, and sacristy is like priest, is like cleric, paladin type stuff. Let's see. Arcane study. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I only need one more. So we can have common at 5th, and then let's see. Pick one. Pick one each. And then 9th plus 11th. Pick one each. So like you can gain the arcane study at 5th, and that 7th level gain a training area. If you get more points, you can pick up more of them if you want along the way. These are just ones that they're going to give to you by default. So if you had previously invested points into them, when you get, like, if you already have a training area, and then at level 7, like if you decide that you want an arcane study in a training area at 5th level, and you spend the points to have both of them, when they give you a training area, then you can just use that as a free point to pick up something else instead, because you already have the training area in place. Let's see, 9th level feels like an archive makes a lot of sense. I don't need to put down 1. It's just you have them. That's just what minimum rank you need. Like, we can't give you a reliquary at 9th and 11th level because a reliquary requires 4th rank, which starts at 13th level. So archive and trophy room. That makes sense. Archive and trophy room. Then 13th and 15th. Pick 1 each. That would go, say, we got rid of the archive. Got rid of the trophy room. Maybe instead of a trophy room, library. Might make sense at this level. And then trophy and crypt. And then 17th plus 19th. Pick 1 each. A reliquary. And let's see what else. How about a spy network? If you don't have one already. So they have arcane study, training area. And then here we have archive and library. And this is like, if like at this subclass level you get the deception skill for free, or if you already have the deception skill, pick a different skill. It's that same sort of idea. So you could be like, we'll eventually get a library. I don't need it yet because they're going to give it to us when we get to this level. But if you're like, I need that library now, or when you hit that 9th level, it can automatically advance the library from 2nd rank to 3rd rank for you. That might be the best way to do it. Like if you don't have a library, it gives you one. If you do have a library, it advances that library for free. That might be the better way to do it. I like that. Trophy room and crypt. And reliquary and spy network. Is there a better one? Is there a better one than spy network? Let's see. Sanctum, sanctuary, reliquary, scriptorum, meditation chamber, menagerie, library, laboratory, greenhouse, government, garden, gaming hall, crypt, auction house, archive. We have an archive already, yeah? Yeah. Arcane study. Maybe reliquary. Where is it? Hold on. Reliquary and let's go with a reliquary and a sanctum. No. Sacristy. That should work. Okay, cool. So those are the facilities that you gain or advance when you hit these different tier points. Prismari, same thing. We have the college facilities and then the graduate facility, faculty, etc., etc., etc. Collegiate council. Oh, I think, hold on. Did I do a funny? About this book. Magical World. Where does it say what levels it's for? Chapter 7, collection of stats. Chapter 3. At the start of the 4th year of studies at around 8th level, Chapter 3 includes an overview of adventures. So this is supposed to take you from... So characters begin Chapter 3 at 1st level and 1st year students, and begins Chapter 6 at the start of their 4th year at around level 8. So this goes from level 1 to 9. So we've literally hit graduate at level 9 when the Strixhaven adventure campaign thing is supposed to end. That's awesome. That's really, really perfect. You graduate your 4th year, you graduate, now you're a graduate. They give you facilities to start doing research at the college because you're a graduate and you're going to do postgraduate work there. That's fucking perfect. Don't you get copyright claims for showing the book on the live stream? No. This is not the actual book. This is a rough draft idea of what the book builds like. It's not. This isn't the actual text. The Spelljammers, we did this for Spelljammer as well. When you looked at the Spelljammer, it was just a huge list of ideas, and we didn't actually build out all the connective tissue and words that wouldn't, like, none of this. This isn't print ready. This doesn't have any of the connective tissue. It's just ideas right now, just codation and how to build things. It's not final draft of anything. That's why we hire an editor, and it's not the PDF. It's not the artwork. It's just a playtest document. So it's not in violation of what the DMs Guild would have you do. If I was giving away copies of the PDF that's for sale on the DMs Guild, that would be a violation. But once this book becomes active, this whole thing just disappears, and you can't copy paste it. So you can't just grab this stuff and run with it. You would have to manually write down all these ideas physically yourself by looking at the screen and typing it out yourself to steal it. You can't copy this. I'm just showing you the work in progress. It's not something I'm giving to you. You just get to look at it right now. And once this goes live, this whole document disappears. I just pull it offline and it just goes away forever because the PDF will be out to replace it. Yeah. So I have much respect to the DMs Guild, and I definitely want to be in alignment with what they're doing. But yeah, this is fair usage. Fix my clock. Great question though. So we're going to build some facilities. We're looking at Prismari. Prismari are the athletes and students. Athletes and the physical ones, like the marshals and stuff. So let's take a look at what facilities would make sense for Prismari. Let's first go to the Prismari school to look at how they read. Prismari, the College of Elemental Arts, is devoted to the study and practice of art intertwined with magic. The mage students of Prismari wield magic in spectacles of creativity, masterpieces of showy, over-the-top magic. They use elemental magic to express who they are and how they see the world, often combining different types of energy: fire, water, air, earth, lightning, heat, cold, in powerful expressions of conflict and harmony. Studying philosophies. Is dedicated to the arts. The scholars view the world, view art as the fundamental form of self-expression, and magic as a tool, a medium, and an inspiration. Studies focus on visual arts, including architecture, painting, and sculpture, and performing arts such as dance, music, and theater. The curriculum overlaps with Lorehold in the fields of art study and with Silverquill in the literary arts. And some students divide their time between Prismari and one of the other schools to pursue their interdisciplinary fields. Prismari mages use magic to weave the elements into the creations. They might juxtapose fire alongside paint, ceramics, and fabric,
Or they might choreograph elaborate works that unite a dancer's movement with gusts and eddies of air. Cool. Fun stuff. So let's see. What can we fish? Let's see. They build stuff. So I'm thinking... let's see. Meditation chamber feels good. That comes in at 1. Let's see. Not a laboratory. I think a workshop would make sense. Theater definitely makes sense alongside Silver Quill. Training area alongside Lorehold. Smithy makes sense, I think. Sanctuary. Sanctuary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. Gaming hall, crypt, barracks, armory, archive, auction house. Uh-oh, we're running out. Running out of steam. Garden, government, greenhouse. A lot of good Witherbloom stuff in there. Laboratory doesn't feel quite right. Maybe trophy room makes sense here as well. Hey, timely timer. Trophy room. How long have I been at this? I've got a time I got to pay attention to. Okay, I've still got a few minutes, so we should be able to finish this out, and then we can probably come back and finish this Thursday night, and start in on Theros as well. Let's see, trophy room, and I'm looking for one more thing. Smithy, we have it. I don't feel like stable makes sense. Storehouse doesn't make sense. We already have training area. War room doesn't make sense. Workshop we have already. Teaport, no. Sanctum, Sanctuary, Reliquary. Reliquary could work, I guess, in a pinch. Planar Bridge. Pub's funny, but I don't think so. I don't want to put booze on campus. Garden, Government, no. Gaming Hall, not really. Demi-plane, Barracks, Auction House, Armory. Maybe an Armory? Is building stuff. No, it doesn't feel quite right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more, buddy. What are we gonna find? What are we gonna find? Meditation chamber. Menagerie is creatures, like exotic creatures. Stables is mundane creatures. Observatory is looking at the stars. Planar bridge is dimensional hopping. That's like Quandrix territory. Reliquary is no. Reliquary is building. That's true. Reliquary is creating magic items. So that can work. It's bullshit, but it works. It's good bullshit. So let's go with training area and meditation. No, training area and theater. I think is probably going to be the first two. Theater. Training area. And then we'll go with meditation chamber and no, we'll go with let's say smithy and trophy room. And then workshop and sanctuary. And then Meditation Chamber and Reliquary. And again, you could already have a Meditation Chamber all the way down at 5th level. But by the time you get to 17, it could be up to, you can't get the 5th rank until 17. So we basically give you a free advancement to the Meditation Chamber to be 5th rank. Cool. And then like if you have the Smithy, we'll advance your Smithy for free at 9th level. And then at the Trophy Room can advance for free at 11th. Yeah. Let's see. Maybe we list this as advanced familiar theater training. It's on the 18th line, but you know what I mean. It's just overlapping. So advanced familiar, college facilities, and then here's the facilities. Graduate, college facilities. Yeah, let's just spam college facilities just to be consistent with how we do this. Collegiate council, college facilities. Collegiate council, college facilities. Faculty, college facilities. Graduate, college facilities. Faculty, college facilities. College facilities, graduate, comma, college facilities, graduate, comma, college facilities, faculty, college facilities, collegiate council, college facilities, graduate, college facilities, faculty, college facilities, collegiate council, college facilities. Cool. Okay, that's all the time I have because I'm just on lunch break today, so I gotta bail. I think I might be playing Shadow Dark Thursday night, and there's a lot of sunlight coming in. Sorry, it's causing an unnatural glare on me. So if that is the case, then instead of being on Thursday at 6 o'clock, I'll be on probably like around 7:30 instead. But we'll have time to finish the Strixhaven facilities. Yeah, thanks a lot. Appreciate you being here, my man. And then once we finish this, then we'll get into Theros Piety. If not Thursday night, then Friday lunch, we'll be doing Piety. And then Monday night next week, we might be able to finish up Piety, which means that next week we'll begin working on Strixhaven Mage Tower sport rules for PvP combat. So stick around, like and subscribe, hit your bell icon if you think this stuff is cool. We paint in the mornings, Monday through Friday. And Monday and Thursday night, Tuesday, Friday lunches, we do game design like this. And we're just going to keep building stuff until we're done. So I'll see you guys then. Cheers.